Saturday, 3 February, 9:42 a.m. It's going to be warm today. I believe the wind will be higher than yesterday, though. It's blowing already some. Alright, boys. He shot nothing yet. You might see this squirrel moving the camera. He's about 65 yards. He's in there. He's just sitting still right now. He's right in there. I've done laser down in there, 65, 66 yards, but I've seen some up on that rise right there. Alright, boys, we've shot one 75 yards on a laser out of that walnut tree right yonder. Now, I've moved up a few yards since I've shot that squirrel. There was a little wind. It didn't look like I hit him too solid, but he come out of that tree. We'll see if I've got him or not. There's another one down here on the ground. There he is right there. He just popped up in that fork. That boy was 62 yards on a laser. All I could see is half his eyeball on the top of his head, and I tried to kill him. He's come out of that tree. I ain't comfortable sitting here. I'm on this hill. If it was the other way around, since I'm right-handed, if this hill sloped the other direction, I'd be better off. Right, boys. I shot 2 times and 2 squirrels fell out, but now that first one we'll see, okay? The little walnut tree in there, he come out of it. That other one come off down in there. I'm pretty sure about that second one, boys. I think I peeled his head. He's about 5 down in there, but now you gotta watch them. They'll lay up in trees like this right here. I seen one, he probably ain't went far. Boys, that's the second one I shot. I've looked over here a little bit for this first one. I hadn't found him yet, which won't surprise me, but we will see. That one there's head busted, boys. The bell ringer. Shot his eye out, boys. See that? Looks like it went through both eyes. Alright, boys, I got me a fox squirrel up here. Now, he went up a tree under 127 yards on a laser. There's a pair of trees up there. Center the camera right there. See them 2 trees together right there? That's where he went up. 127. Get this camera up here. There's 2 or 3 fox squirrels up there playing, boys. They'll move here in a minute. One of them's sitting still right now. There they go. You can see them going through the wood yonder. We're going to sit right here, boys. Now, they're out there about 120 yards. Boys, I ain't got no shot on these fox squirrels. Most of them's come around to the right, and I've come back around here and got against this cedar tree and this fence line right here. Right. Now, I'm going to share some information with you in case anybody's wondering about an Arken EPL 6x24x50. I've got the sunshade on that. It's bright out here, okay? And the sun is off to my left, so I'm not looking through the direction of the sun with that scope. Just to put this into perspective for anybody that's interested. You got a HMR 17 Mach 2. I've looked at a tree up on this hill up here, and I've got this Vortex rangefinder, okay? 172 yards. And I'm not gonna bullshit you. If you've got a gun that'll shoot good enough, you can shoot a squirrel's head with that scope right there on 9 power. I've got it on 9 power, okay? No bullshit, okay? So you could dial the scope to 12 or 10, but 9 on that shoot stick right there, boys, all the way up yonder. Now there's a field above that rise right there. There's a tree up there that I've looked at 2 or 3 times, okay, and behind that white looking tree there. You see that tree that's leaning about 30 degrees in behind it? That laser's flashing 172 on that tree. The center of the camera there's got that little lean to it, okay? Now that white tree, I'll range find it, turn this camera on, turn it back on. Get that sun coming in on it, center of the camera there. All right, that tree in the center of the camera up there is 138 yards. Now remember, this is HCD distance on this rangefinder, so it's probably 140. 39, 40, or 41 with a slope on this land, okay, with that horizontal correction on that rangefinder. So I could shoot a gray squirrel. If you got a gun good enough and you can read the wind, you can shoot a gray squirrel or a fox squirrel's head off right there, boy. 138. A groundhog, well, his ass has had it, okay? He better hope there's a lot of wind blowing. It's the only thing I can tell you. Or the shooter ain't worth a damn, or the gun ain't worth a damn, okay? I've been using this scope 9 power, you know, even at closer ranges, so that's pretty good. So that keeps my eye relief and everything in check. I looked at some of these fox squirrels at 10, okay, out there at 115, 135 yards. Well, you don't need 10. 9 is plenty, boys, and I'm not bullshitting you, okay? Okay, some more information on this scope. Looking up there at that tree at 138 and up there at 172, I believe it is, on this laser. You see how the sun's lighting that hill up, even in where the trees are up there, okay? It's 1156. Backlight on 6. You get benefit. Element Nexus scope I got's bullshit on max brightness setting there. You wouldn't even know the damn light's on in it. Okay, so level 6 right there could help you if you want to use it. Alright, as bright as it is out here. Okay, now remember, I'm shooting squirrel head. What about an old deer or coyote up there traipsing around? Well, his ass would be in trouble if I had the right kind of gun, you know? He might be in trouble with his 17 Mach 2, boys. Boys, we're going to go to the house for a while at least. We'll show you something here now. Arken scope 9 power. That hickory tree right there. You see them nuts out there on that limb right there. I'm going to zero this camera on out there. You see them nuts hanging on that tree right there? Alright, I let the wind lay down. I dialed up 3/4 MOA 9X. Boom! Okay. So, squirrel head right there, boys. If you can hit a damn nut, you can hit a squirrel head, okay? But I know I can get on up on that hill at 9 power with this mighty scope, okay? And you get to see your reticle good enough to hold for wind, okay? It's not cluttered, meaning it's not squeezed up too bad, okay? You know, now in a controlled environment shooting paper, you know, you might turn this thing on up to 10 or 12, you know, maybe even higher, you know, but there's no real reason hunting squirrels with this gun. 9 power with this caliber right here looks like it does about all, boys. I like the looks of that reticle at 9 power. There was no backlight on when I shot that nut out of that tree either, boys. Alright. Just sharing data, you know. I figure if I can do it, a lot of people can do it, okay? But they may not, you know, they may be shopping for a scope. 12:17 p.m., so it's still fairly bright out here, okay? Sunshade is on the scope. You see it there, alright? I don't work for Arken or nobody associated with Arken. Some people, you know, they get the wrong idea sometimes looking at people's videos. Well, you ain't gonna get that shit from my videos, okay? I just use equipment and I share results and give honest opinion, okay? If this thing wasn't worth a damn, I wouldn't be out here with it, okay? Them fox squirrels, I seen one going to nest. I'm not gonna shoot the nest. I don't know where the rest of them went. They went around to the right, boys. A chain gang of fox squirrels. Looked like 3 or 4, but that one I talked about in them trees over there earlier, I never did see that squirrel again. He probably, I think he lives over there in that next draw, okay? Maybe these other fox squirrels lives over here in these cedars. I don't know, boys. But they're after that shagbark hickory right there. That's what they want to eat. See them nuts on that? They still got nuts on it, boys. Look up there. Some of them are hulls, and some of them still got nuts in them. One of these gray squirrel, boys, he's still wet where he fell in the little branch there. We'll get them fox squirrels. I've been up there before. I've shot some video there a couple of years ago shooting some long distance squirrels with the 17 Mach 2.